let's jump into it. Today we are talking about bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, bulls in the market. So, we've got some excerpts that define what a bull is. We should, by the end of this, figure out not just what it means to be bullish, but how to spot that in the market.
Well, the interesting thing is that the word bull actually has two meanings in finance.
Okay.
It can either refer to an individual investor, a type of person, or it can refer to a particular market condition.
So 2-for-1 deal on this term. So I'm imagining, someone charging with their horns forward.
Right. I mean, not literally, but yeah, I mean, the term bull probably does come from the way that bulls attack, which is, horns down and sort of thrusting upward motion.
Okay, interesting.
And similarly, a bullish person is someone who believes that the price of an asset will rise. So they're kind of the optimists in the market, the ones who buy low expecting to sell high.
Riding the wave upward.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's one side of it. But then you mentioned the market condition. What does that mean?
Right. So that's what's called a bull market.
Okay.
And this refers to a sustained period of rising prices in the market as a whole.
Got it.
So kind of like a tide lifting all boats. Obviously, there will be, day-to-day fluctuations in price, but the overall trend is up and away.
Up and away, exactly.
And actually, our source even mentions that the cryptocurrency market, since its 2009 inception, has actually shown an overall upward trend, which would suggest that it's a bull market.
Exactly.
But I'm curious, just because prices are going up, does that always mean it's a bull market? Or are there more specific ways to tell?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. While the, consistent price increases are definitely a key characteristic of a bull market, savvy investors will also look at other indicators like technical indicators, things like moving averages, which kind of smooth out those day-to-day price jumps and paint a clear picture of where things are headed over the long term.
Okay. So we're not just eyeballing it. There's actual data to back it up.
So let's circle back to these bullish investors. What makes them so optimistic? Is it just like a gut feeling, or is there something else going on?
No, I mean, definitely not just a gut feeling. There are a few key factors that can drive this. Some bulls rely on what's called fundamental analysis.
Okay.
And they're basically, they meticulously pore over a company's financials, maybe the technology underpinning an asset, all to try to assess, its true value and its potential for growth, essentially trying to figure out if the asset is undervalued.
They're looking for that hidden gem they think is going to explode.
Exactly. But, there's also this fascinating concept called market sentiment.
Okay.
Which is sort of like the collective mood of the market. And, if everyone's feeling optimistic and confident, that can actually fuel a bull market. It can almost become like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, I could see that. If everyone's saying it's going to go up, then more people are going to buy it, and then it goes up.
Exactly.
I don't know,
And then,
a feedback loop.
yeah. And then we also can't forget about things like the broader macroeconomic factors,
Yeah.
things like interest rates, economic growth, even inflation. All of these things can actually play a role in shaping market sentiment and influencing bullish behavior.
So it's like a puzzle with all these pieces fitting together to, maybe create a bull market. You've got investors doing their research, being optimistic, the overall mood of the market, and then the bigger economic picture. It's interesting how all of that fits together.
Absolutely. And what's interesting too is that, while all of those things can sort of help us identify when we might be in a bull market, they don't guarantee how long it's going to last.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing's
Uh,
guaranteed.
Exactly.
So thinking about, I know you're not giving financial advice, but thinking about our cryptocurrency example, do you think that trend's going to continue? And if so, what might drive it?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, right? And of course, while past performance is never a guarantee of future results, I think a lot of the enthusiasts in the crypto space, they point to things like the increasing adoption of crypto by, larger institutions.
Yeah.
And also, just the broader potential for the technology behind it, blockchain technology, to revolutionize tons of different industries.
Yeah.
Um, you know, on the other hand, though, I think, there are definitely some skeptics who express some pretty valid concerns about things like, the regulatory uncertainty surrounding crypto and just the inherent volatility of that market.
So there's a lot to think about there, a lot of potential, maybe some risk too. That's kind of what makes it interesting, right?
Absolutely. I think, at the end of the day, there is no easy answer. It's about weighing all the evidence, understanding the different factors at play, and then ultimately making, informed decisions based on your own individual risk tolerance and your own investment goals.
Yeah. Absolutely. Your own personal situation.
Exactly.
Well, I think on that note, we have hopefully given everyone listening a lot of information to start spotting those bulls, whether they're the people or the market conditions. But the learning doesn't stop here. As you're exploring the world of investing in the markets, remember what we talked about in this deep dive? Consider the things that drive bullish sentiment, weigh the potential risks and rewards, and most importantly, never stop learning and never stop researching.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, that was great. Until next time,
Sounds good.
see ya.
All right.